through the darkness. We spoke of surrender last time, continuing our video series on working with light. Now, we spoke of surrender to light, and as we learn to work with light, to allow it to do its work, and not to tell it how to function, how to work, how to heal, how to expand, how to enlighten, how to unheavy. Often, when we truly surrender, the light will bring us through darkness because we're carrying darkness, our own and generational and global and God knows what all else. We're carrying tremendous amounts of darkness and habituated darkness. And so sometimes when we work with light and we experience light and we channel light into ourselves with surrender and into others with surrender, that we experience surrender. Now, their surrender is their choice. However, our surrender enables them to make the best choice possible for where they are in their development, in their evolution. And often, you'll say, I had an experience. No, I'm not supposed to talk about that. Forgive me. You might have an experience where you say with sincerity, I ask God, I ask light, I ask love, which is the same phenomena, all truth. I ask light, having learned through this series and in other ways to open to light, to experience light, to facilitate light, to channel light and direct light in its wisdom, not my tiny knowledge and ignorance. And I say, for example, light, heal this within me. And then I go through 3 months of incredible difficulty. This is through the darkness. This is to stay with that light and keep working with that light. And the surrender we spoke of, which says, I accept whatever is necessary. You might go through things that appear to be dark, and they are dark perhaps, that are the process of enlightening. It's the process of putting light into places that are so habitually constricted and heavy that they don't let go with grace. They let go trying to force you to get back to the habit that kept them in place and working underground unconsciously and in control of you. And sometimes we have to have the courage, always we have to have the courage to allow light to do its work. And if it brings us through a thing that is difficult for us and appears very dark, we stay with that. We're going to speak about, we'll speak about that next time. Faith, trust. Watch the next video, please, to help you understand how to get through the darkness that your light, working with light, will often bring you into, at least at the beginning. And sometimes in these, you'll have these big stages and experiences of what seem like darkness. You'll be like, why am I working with light? It was so much easier before. It wasn't easier before. Before you were in ignorance and you were in denial and you just kept looking for pleasure to try and avoid. And now you're actually going into the darkness with your flashlight, with your torch, with your expanding light awareness, until finally it all shows itself as illusion. There's nothing but light. However, the travel, the voyage, the journey can often be through darkness and difficulty. We'll speak about faith next, trust that helps get you through.